review for Cop Car, Kevin Bacon, directed by John Watts. A small town sheriff sets out to find the two kids who have taken his car on a joyride. So, very simple movie. Basically, these two kids are, just they're just being kids traveling kind of in the middle of nowhere. And they stumble on a cop car which appears to be abandoned, and the keys are in it, and they just start it up and drive the car off. And what's happening is Kevin Bacon was out in the wilderness, um, burying a body. This all happens right away, so Kevin Bacon's not a good guy. He's burying a body, and he has another body in the car. The guy's alive though, and he's played by Shea Wiggum, who's just called Man in this. They don't even give him a name. But Shea Wiggum's a really good actor. He's he was in Boardwalk Empire. He's just in tons of stuff. American Hustle, Nonstop, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning. And these kids are driving, and they get into these different adventures, and eventually they are found out. Like, this lady sees them on the road driving, and she swears it was two kids. And then she's at a restaurant, and she sees these two cops, and she tells them, but they don't really believe her. And Kevin Bacon is trying to find out where they are. He finally is able to do that later on in the movie. They finally figure out that there's a body in the trunk, and they pop the trunk, and the guy's beat up, and his hands are tied, and they don't really know what to do, but they let him out, and then he gets the gun away from them, so that now he's in control. And he was going to be killed by Kevin Bacon. He already killed someone else and buried the body. Then he was going to go back to the car, get him, kill him, bury the body. So, very simple movie. I think the two kids in the movie are actually really good, surprisingly. Because often with child actors, they're just not that good. But so I have no problem with them. Very small cast. Kevin Bacon, seasoned actor, been in tons of stuff. Great actor. Hollow Man, Mystic River, Footloose. Just wow, his IMDb. Frost Nixon, Mystic River, Stir of Echoes. That's one of my personal favorites of his. Wild Things. So yeah, simple movie, and then Kevin Bacon's able to find out where they are, and he finally does, and then Wiggum kind of sets up an ambush for him, and there's a shootout, and the lady who saw them before gets shot because she's with the kids now, and she gets shot, and there's a shootout. Kevin Bacon gets hit, and so does Shea Wiggum, and the kids actually get away. Yeah, that's pretty much the movie. It's very short. It's like an hour and a half. It's directed by John Watts. who directed some of the Old Man TV series. I watched some of that. That was pretty good. Directed Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Homecoming. But budget was 5 million. I don't know, it's saying its box office was only 143,000, so I guess it flopped, but it's probably had a very limited release. It's probably done much better on streaming, so um but I haven't seen a lot of other John Watts movies. I haven't seen Homecoming, I haven't seen Far From Home, No Way Home. Wow, so he did the trilogy of Spider-Man movies. Okay. I know a lot of people are huge fans of those. Been meaning to watch them, but um but yeah, very simple movie. Good cast, good acting, you know. There's some good cinematography of where they are. I think maybe they're in Texas. I think, and some good cinematography of the area and of the landscape. Some nice shots of like the highway. Kind of reminds me of like Terminator a little bit, like how they keep showing like the highway in Terminator 1 and 2. So thought it was well shot. The music is it's really not. I don't know. The music didn't stand out to me much at all. So, but yeah, it's mostly just Kevin Bacon, the two kids, and then the last act or so, Shea Wiggum shows up, and he's all bloodied and beat up because Kevin Bacon beat him up. And then yeah, then the final shootout. So there's a nice little shootout at the end. So, but yeah, I think that's about it though. You know, simple movie, but it premiered in Sundance in 2015. Film Festival was released in the United States on August 7th, 2015 by Focus World. Received mainly positive reviews, but was commercially unsuccessful. So yeah, the plot. Meanwhile, two young boy runaways. Yeah, I guess they like ran away from home, and juvenile delinquents come across his car, believing it to be abandoned. Hijack the car, go on a joyride. Upon finding his car gone, Kretzer calls his dispatcher to tell her that his radio is down, so he should be contacted through his phone. Meanwhile, the boys speed down the wrong lane, narrowly missing a woman driving in the oncoming lane. At a trailer park, Kevin Bacon steals a car. After avoiding arrest, he abandons it, replacing it with his own pickup truck when he arrives home. Travis and Harrison are playing with Kretzker's weapons, but they hear thumping from the car's trunk and open it to see a bloodied man, restrained like the man Kretzer earlier disposed. He managed to convince the boys to free him after informing them about Kretzker being the bad guy. At home, Kretzker dumps a bag of cocaine into his toilet. Kevin Bacon, yeah, he's involved with like cartels and drugs, and packs a bunch of cash. He hears Harrison on his truck radio, picks up the call where Harrison claims to have kept the car safe and tells him their location. The man from the trunk has betrayed the boys and forced Harrison at gunpoint to tell Kretzker the location so he can enact revenge. He and his brother, the dead body from earlier, were part of a drug deal with Kretzker gone wrong. Locking them in the car's back seat, he threatens the boys' families and warns them not to tell Kretzker where he is hiding before taking cover near a windmill. Kretzker arrives and sees the open door of the cop car, takes cover behind the car after sensing that something is amiss. So, got some awards, Saturn Awards, but it's kind of a long, forgotten movie, but I liked it. It's really short. I'd highly recommend it. You know, if you're kind of hesitant because the leads are two kids, well, they're actually really good, I would say. So, but yeah, that's about it. If you could smash that like button, that'd be great. It really helps the channel. And I'll see you next time.